Let's begin by talking about wheeling. Wheeling is the foundation for everything else that will be covered in this video. So if you learn anything at all, learn how to wheel properly. If you have a good technique for wheeling, the other skills will fall right into place and you can build upon the skill. And you're going to see throughout this video that if you wheel right, your body will be in the proper positions for other elements of it as well. When you begin wheeling, everything begins with your head. So your head is the first thing to move forward. When your head begins to move forward, your whole body moves forward. And you can see by looking at my hands that when I move my head forward, I can greatly increase my stroke. So your stroke is greatly increased by moving your head forward, and that can result in at least a 30–40% gain in pushing. So the head is the first thing to move forward, and then generally you want to get your biceps into the act, which start back here and begin pulling up over the wheel. And once the chair is rolling, then the secret of wheeling is right here. You're going to use your triceps to straighten your arm out. You're going to be depressing with your shoulder, and you should be leaning forward at the same time. So all three of those elements occur simultaneously, and that's what really gives you your speed for moving forward. After this happens, we want you to just drop your hand to the back, and now you'll be sitting up again. So just start arching your back and sit up and let your hands fall to the back. And this will help keep the weight behind the back end. And you want to keep your weight on the rear wheel. Now the reason for keeping your weight on the back end of this chair is very simple. When you double the diameter of the tire, you have the rolling resistance. So you want the bigger wheels carrying most of the weight. The small wheel on the front of the chair. On this chair I have a 5-inch front wheel and a 24-inch back wheel. And this front wheel will go around 10 times as much as this back wheel will, roughly. So it's going to incur, if everything is perfect, the front bearing is going to have 10 times more friction in it than the back bearing, just because it's spinning 10 times faster. And the other thing is any little nook and cranny, any little bump will slow that front wheel down more. That's why you hear, when you compare roller blades or a skateboard, all that noise you hear from a skateboard going down a hill is rolling resistance turned into sound energy, and that's lost energy. And a bicycle rolls over the same surface much easier because it has a much larger diameter tire. So you want the rear wheel to carry all the weight. So when you get done with that push, you want to arch your back and bring it back to the full sitting position and let your hands fall to the back. One of the most common mistakes in wheeling is for the patient to push forward and then simply pull your arms backwards and trying to bring them up over the wheel again. The problem with this is when you're pulling your arms backwards, you're actually pulling your body forward. And so you're taking the weight off the back of the chair, and now you're only getting half your stroke. And it's the most common mistake you'll see over and over again. People wheeling with what I call the Grandma Moses push. Just start out nice and easy. The one thing you don't want to see, and it's very diagnostic, is people that wheel like this. You'll see this in a lot of nursing homes. It's very inefficient. So make sure you get out of that habit and just get into rolling your hand around nice and easy. And stay back and let the chair carry your weight.